going through my early life crisis, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make a movie on this guy. I just had a click in my head, and so I called him up and I was like, what do you think about once a week, let's do a phone call and let's just go through your life chronologically. So for some reason he said yes, and every Sunday I would call him, I'd have my headset in, and I'd be like typing notes, and I would just start diving into his life, and we built a friendship and a trust, and he started getting deeper and more intimate with the things he was telling me, and it was kind of just an organic process that I don't think the film could have been what it was without that. You know, there was nothing forced about it. It was just a developing friendship and a trust, and built off kind of Joe's incredible life and my curiosity. So that's kind of the foundation for that.
So Mara, you were here 10 years ago with Sunshine Superman about Carl Banish, pioneer of base jumping. When Bryce came to you with this project, what was it that grabbed you about it?
Bryce is very persistent. Bryce is very persistent, and you know, I never thought I would make another film about skydiving, and I certainly did not think I would co-direct a film. But you know, Bryce and I also struck up a good friendship, and you know, I was actually working on another film at the time, and I was really, really busy, but Bryce kept calling and kept asking my advice, and you know, I had a lot in common with him. I mean, Sunshine Superman, it had the same kind of energy where I went and got to know my subject, I had all this footage, I would have, you know, it was good that he had people and he knew how to surround himself with a good team. And, you know, he knew what he didn't know, which is so rare in first-time filmmakers. And so I think that ability to just really take in people's advice and soak it up like a sponge is just really rare and was really a good experience.
Bryce, can you talk about the rest of the team that you built around you for this?
I would love to. So around that same time, when I had, you know, struck this friendship up with Joe, I was on this quest to make a film. The other experienced filmmaker that was generous enough to give me the time of day is our producer, Tyler Mesa. So kind of the original, I guess, triangle was myself, Mara, and Tyler, and we took this film everywhere. I was contacting people on every continent, literally, and we were in such good interest, but we just couldn't get anybody to want to take a chance on the film with, you know, some of the car and things that we knew we wanted to put in it. And that changed when myself, Mara, and Tyler came across Richard Valenzuela and Chance Wright, our two executive producers that, you know, not only gave us a chance to make this film, but were just incredible in letting myself and Mara make the film that we thought it should be. And they were a part of it the entire way and extremely trusting of us. We're out in the deserts of Arizona throwing cars, so that was kind of a nervous day, but besides that, it's been pretty smooth sailing. And you know, the theme of this up here is friendship, and that's kind of been our small little intimate team. You know, we have our cinematographer here, Tony Johansson, who made it just an incredible looking film. Mara, who's an editor herself, assembled a little editing army, and I'll let her maybe introduce them.
Eric Ruderman, who's my longtime collaborator on Sunshine Superman, came on with me and we watched, I don't know how much footage. You've got a lot of footage, Joe. 200 hours, something like that. And Eric and I, you know, we went through the same process we did, you know, watching every little bit of it. And, you know, we brought on Jay Davis, who was also amazing. screenwriter, and just an amazing person. And Brian, I'm not remembering Brian's last name, but we brought in Brian as a finishing editor, who's amazing too, and just was able to like pop it into shape. And I think the team was just, and Tony and I worked before together, so it was a team that I really trusted. And I think a lot of filmmaking is being a good curator of people and footage, and a lot of my job is curating what I'm working with.
So,
And then the last piece of the team, which really made it possible to have this unique experience that you guys got to watch, is we had the fortune that we were documenting a cinematographer. So everything going on in the sky was Joe's team, which was the people in the garage, the people filming. One of which is here, was definitely the MVP of that world, which is Steve Curtis. The belt collar that you saw, and his wife Sarah's here, who jumped in the car. They're a superhero duo. So Joe's the drop zone, the pilots, everybody in Arizona was very incredible to us, and also allowing us to capture this experience that we were going to share. So that's definitely a huge part.
All right, Steve is going to hate me for this, but Steve and Sarah, would you two please stand up just for a minute? You guys made this thing happen. Steve and I have collaborated on so many things over the years. He's just, he's got a hard work ethic. I remember working on a project with him for Chevy, and he and another rigger were having issues and not agreeing on how to build something. The other rigger it had to be his way, or he would not put his name on it, and he was stonewalling us on everything we wanted to do. And I remember looking at Steve and him looking back at me going, dude, whatever you want us to do, we'll just do it. If we need to do it his way, we'll do it. And at that point I was like, all right, dude, we're gonna do a lot of stuff together in the future, and we have, and it's been amazing.
by show of hands, how many people are skydivers or